How to create cinematic video using AI using Nano Pro and Seedance 2 to build a realistic non-AI looking character while keeping perfect character, clothing and scene consistency and achieving a high-end sci-fi movie or a fashion editorial ad step by step. So in this video I'm going to show you a first example showcasing this sci-fi character for a cinematic scene and a second example showcasing this outfit for a cinematic ad. Plus I built a free guide with all the prompt and visual. So let's dive in. So the first thing that you need is a clean base model. So as you can see, I'm in Higgsfield. I'm going to use Nano Pro. And for the sci-fi example, as you can see, I prompted a front view bust shot 30 years old of a really good looking female, top model like, on a white background, and she's from a sci-fi movie, and this is what I got. And then for the fashion example, I went with the front view bust shot 30 years old, white female on the background. And again, this is what I got. So you'd get something really fast, but the issue, as you can see, is that the face is way too clean. It's too perfect, it looks like a 3D render, and we want something realistic, we want something like a photograph. And that's one of the main reasons why your video is gonna look fake. So here's the fix, you're gonna use this JSON realistic prompt. It's actually a structured prompt built around photography, and it pushes Nano Pro to be the most realistic as possible. So as you can see, I added my model just here, and then I added this prompt, so add the following details to this image while keeping the subject appearance, outfit, and hairstyle unchanged. And then I'm just gonna paste the JSON prompt and click on generate. Now when you look at both results, you see that you have the same faces, but real skin texture, visible pore, and actual depth. By the way, the full JSON prompt will be in the description below in the free guide, so don't worry about it. Now let's lock in the characters from each angle. And this is the most important step in the whole workflow, otherwise you're gonna get some character drift. So for both characters, what I'm gonna do is generate 4 views, front, back, on the side, and a zoomed one on her face. So for that, as you can see, I'm just gonna add my model and then add this prompt. That again, you can find in the free guide. This way I will keep the same lighting and the same person, but I would just get multiple views. Now let's change the outfit. Now for the sci-fi example, I just picked up this Pinterest image that I really liked, where the outfit of the woman is perfectly in my vision. As you can see here, I added my character sheet, and the second image is just the outfit. And I just said, change the outfit of the woman in image 1 with the outfit in image 2. This is for the sci-fi example, but for the ad, we'll also need a multi-reference image also for the outfits. That's why I also generated each piece of clothing separately, so the top, the skirt, and the sneakers, and each one for multiple angles. And then as you can see, I just added here my model, here the different type of clothing, and a final prompt to get this image where I get the same faces, the same feature, but with a different outfit. And you might be asking why I'm adding more details for the fashion example. Because in fashion content, the product is the point. So you want your clothes to be the exact color, the exact cut, the exact shoes, everything has to be consistent. Now I have a complete 3-view reference of each character in their outfits, and this is the file that's gonna go into Seedance for the generations. By the way, if you wanna go deeper with AI filmmaking instead of just watching YouTube videos, I actually have a free school community where I share advanced workflow, exclusive prompts, and I do weekly calls where I give direct feedback on your own work. And we actually have people already making money with AI in the community. So whether you're just starting out or already creating professionally, this is the place to be. So again, the link will be in the description and it's completely free. Now let's create the storyboard, because instead of generating shot by shot and hoping that the one that you're going to create is going to be the one, we're going to create a 3x3 storyboard. So for the sci-fi example, I just have to add my reference sheet here and then the prompt you can find in the free guide. And as you can see, I get an amazing 3x3 storyboard in my sci-fi environment with crazy camera angles and different type of camera movements while keeping perfect character consistency. And for the ad example, it's the same principle. So I'm using a reference sheet that we created together here, and I'm adding this prompt that again you can find in the free guide. And this is the final storyboard that we're going to use for our ad. So now that we have everything, let's animate them into Seedance too. So for that, you just have to go to Seedance and go to create video, and we're going to use the multi-model feature. Instead of a single start frame, we're going to feed the model 3 types of references. So for example, the storyboard, the model reference, and the outfit details, and Seedance will cross-reference them during its generation. So as you can see for the sci-fi example, I'm adding here the storyboard and here the character sheet. Then I'm adding my prompt here that you can find in my free guide. Just make sure that you're filling here the reference images. So this is for the storyboard image 1. And this is for the character image 2. So this is gonna follow the storyboard from left to right, top to bottom, covering all the shots. Then you select Seedance 2, 15 seconds, 16:9, 1020p or 720p as you like, and then click on generate. And this is what we get. So as you can see, we keep the same face, same outfit across every cut, and it's perfectly following the storyboard. Now for the fashion example, it's pretty much the same thing. So I added here the storyboard, I added here my character sheet, but I also added this reference sheet of all the clothes that we created before, because as you know, for the fashion ad, this is the most important part of it. Then I added this specific prompt and referenced the different images and storyboards, and click on generate, and this is what we get. As you can see, you get pretty amazing results. This is actually the power of building solid foundation before. Now, if you want to get this scene to the next level, you might want to know which camera angles to use and which camera movement to use, and how to prompt them and which emotion it creates. That's why I built a complete guide with 40 camera movements with the exact prompt ready to copy and paste. So if you want to grab it, you have the link in the description below also. So generating a full storyboard is really nice, but if you want a more specific control over a segment, you can actually split the storyboard into two parts. So to do that, you go back to Nano Banana Pro. So for example, in this storyboard, if I want to extract the image in the middle, so the one where the woman is, I just have to add as a reference my storyboard and say upscale image row 2 to column 2. Just have to repeat this step for all images of my storyboard, and I would get 9 standalone images. Now I just have to separate them into 2 segments. I go back to Seedance 2. Here I'm adding actually the reference image of the woman, here the reference image of the clothes, and then I'm going to add all the separate images of the storyboard and use this prompt to get a better fashion video. Again, make sure to tag each element as the right place, and then I get this result. So as you can see, it's the same model reference, same outfit details, but a tighter prompt focused on those specific shots. Now let's recap the whole workflow in 5 steps. So step 1, generate the base model with Nano Banana Pro, so you get the front view with the right background and the JSON prompt for realistic skin. Step 2, you build the reference sheet. So you get the front, the side, the back, and you combine them into one file, and you use this as a source image every time. Now step 3, you dress the model with multiple angle outfit references. Then step 4, you generate a 3x3 storyboard. So you upload the references plus the scene description to get a 9 coherent shots in one generation. And step 5, you animate with Seedance 2. So you use the multi-reference mode and you add your storyboard plus model references plus outfit details. So again, everything that I showed you today will be in the free guide below. You can also join my free school community. And in this next video, I actually broke down 30 camera movements you can use in your AI filmmaking. So make sure you check it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.